Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. How are you all? I hope that all of you will be in good health. Take out your geography book. In previous lecture, we studied about the natural environment and built environment and the relationship between natural environment and built environment. Today, we will study two new topics: pollution and climatic change. First is pollution. I think you have read this in your previous grade. That what is pollution? Pollution is the introduction of impure and undesirable elements called contaminants into the natural environment. Introduction of impure means unclean, which are not clean, which are dirty, and undesirable means unpleasant, which doesn't give good smell. For example, like garbage. These elements are called as contaminants. Contaminants are the poisonous substances. These are poisonous, and they are not good for our health. Into the natural environment, and these cause the environment to become unsafe and unhealthy for us. Like such type of environment is not only unsafe and unhealthy for us, but also for other animals and other living things. Pollution can take the form of chemical substances, which in some cases factories release. For example, some of the factories release different type of chemicals directly into the river, so they cause water pollution. Or in the form of energy, such as heat. Some of the factories release heat, light, and they also cause noise. These are different types of pollutions, like soil pollution, noise pollution, land pollution, water pollution, air pollution, etc. These elements that cause the pollution, they are called as pollutants. Like they are called as pollutants because they cause pollution. Once we know what pollution is, it is not difficult to imagine that it has always accompanied civilizations as they try to control natural elements like fire or invent new things like metal tools. For example, if human has made new things or invent new things, so such things can cause different types of pollutions. Like in order to control the natural environment, we cause some of the introduction of contaminants into our environment because of our new inventions. The earliest form of pollution started from prehistoric times, like earlier times when we lighted the first fires. As we know, fire eats up oxygen we need to breathe and leaves carbon residue. Residue means extra carbon. It means that in earlier times when people burn fire, it gives smoke. So smoke can kill the oxygen and it leaves carbon residue, means extra carbon, and we all know that carbon is not good for us and we need oxygen. So if there is smoke in the air, so how can we breathe? So in earlier times when fire was burned, the air pollution was invented in the earlier times, like it was invented from the earlier times in prehistoric times. Later in the bronze is an alloy. It is mainly composed of copper, and the iron age, when metals were discovered, metal shaping into tools and objects called forging appeared to be a key element in the creation of significant air pollution levels. For example, in order to shape the metals, we also use different type of heat, like fire. So like in shaping these different type of metals, we use fire. So as we know that fire causes air pollution because it gives smoke. So from the earlier times, air pollution was discovered. Then later when the metals were discovered, so shaping these metals can also cause air pollution. However, at that time the pollution was comparatively less in scale and it could be handled by nature. For example, if people planted different type of plants and forests were there, so in the previous time there were not so much houses and buildings, so it was very easy for those people to handle the pollution, and it was also handled by nature because the climate was not so much changed as it is today. But as the human civilization in the world grew in number and technology, pollution levels has increased immensely. Immensely means to the extremely, to the point that they started endangering the environment. Endangering means near to extinction. The damaged environment offers unhealthy living conditions for humans and animals. So it means that, for example, if there is a habitat, means home for monkeys, like monkey lives in the forest on the trees, so So if we cut the trees in order to make or in order to build the houses, so it means that their home has been cutted. So then where did they live? So their habitat has been finished. So means this is land pollution, and due to human activities the environment is going to endanger. It means that it is near to extinction, and with the passage of time, as technology has developed, so pollution has also developed. This is exactly what happened with such increased levels of pollution. Currently, like today, in some fields of technology there is a debate. Debate means there is a discussion about what is harmful for us and what is useful for us and what is not. Some believe that even a common thing as our mobile set emits unhealthy radiation. Emits means it releases unhealthy rays, and it could be hazardous for us. It means it could be harmful for us if used too near to our bodies. Like if we use the mobile phone near our bodies below 8 inch, so it can cause damage. Or for prolonged periods, like if we use mobile for prolonged periods of time, for long period of time near our bodies, so it can cause damage. It is damage to our body cells. Similarly, Wi-Fi in our homes is also energy. It could be also dangerous. More research needs to be done in these and so many other areas to clearly establish the level of danger these possible pollutants like mobile phones and Wi-Fi cause and how dangerous they are for us. It means that more research is needed for this. Like people have to do more research on this, that how mobile phones and Wi-Fi are dangerous for us and how we can control it. Okay, next topic is climatic change. It is a change in weather patterns when the change lasts for an extended period of time. Extended means large period of time, which could be decades. Decades means 10 years or million of years. Now, what is the difference between climate and weather? People get confused between the two. Weather is on daily basis. For example, if today is a sunny day, maybe that tomorrow will be a rainy day or cloudy day. Weather changes on daily basis, and it also changes in one day. For example, if in the morning time it was a sunny day, but in the evening time rain starts, so then it is changed into rainy day. So weather changes on daily basis and even in one day. While climate is a seasonal change. For example, summer season, which is equal to at least 3 to 4 months or 6 months in some areas, and winter, spring, autumn. This is called as climate of an area. It refers to a change in average weather, means normal weather conditions, or more or fewer extreme weathers. Fewer means less, more or less extreme weather events like heat waves, cold waves, cyclones and floods. Cyclones are large bodies of air, large mass of air and maybe large mass of body. And flood is large amount of water flowing through an area or in a city. Now let me show you the pictures of cyclone and floods. Okay, now look at this. This is water. Cyclone means it is a large body of water, usually making a circle. Cyclone is a circle. This is air cyclone. Look at this, a large body of air. This is flood. As you can see, it has entered an area or city. And this is if we see from above, the water, large body of water has entered the whole city and it has covered the whole city. Climate change can be caused by several factors like variations in solar radiation, means change in the sun radiations, the rays which emit from the sun. Plate tectonics means movement of the plates under the earth. Eruptions of volcanoes, like when lava comes out from the volcano. All of these things can cause change in climate. But the most dangerous factor causing the climate change is our interaction with environment, that how we treat our environment. This is something we can really control, but unfortunately we do not, because of our lack of awareness, means our lack of knowledge about our environment and our relationship with our environment. For example, air pollution has raised the temperature of the earth. This has called the global warming. Certain human activities have also been identified as significant causes of recent climate change, often referred to as global warming. As I told you that when temperature of the earth rises from the normal level, as we have learned earlier, the main human activity that causes climate change is pollution. For example, if you notice, so like after every year, like each year the summers are going very hot and winters are going very cold. This is because the climate of the earth has changed. So today we have studied about two topics, pollution and climatic change. I think this is clear to you, and this is enough for today. Thank you so much, my dear students. Allah Hafiz.